Hi there. Welcome to LSB Feasters Radio Channel, where what we do here is keep great radio from the past alive. And today we're featuring a legendary radio and television personality, Bob Sarat. Bob actually started on the radio back in the early 70s as a weekender and fill-in guy at WBBM-FM. And then he had the opportunity of a lifetime getting a job at 89 WLS. And he was there from the early 70s right up to 1979. He was great on WLS. Lots of personality. He was quirky. He was great. And then he decided to take his talents to TV. He went to work on WBBM TV for a while, and after about 5 years there, he landed a job at CBS Television and was seen nationwide on the TV show West 57th Street. Then he came back to Chicago, was doing local TV at WMAQ, and did a few other things. But eventually, he came back to his first love, radio, and was working for a while middays at WGN. And then in 2019, Sirott landed the morning show at 720 WGN. And he did a great job on that morning show. Hey, if you like what you hear, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever we post anything new. All right, let's go back with Bob Sarat on 89 WLS.
89 WLS, Chicago.
Hello, everybody. This is Mother Weber's oldest son, Clark. I was back here at WLS from 1961 until 1968. But it was back in 1960, on this date, May the 2nd, that contemporary music began on the new WLS, and this town did stand on its ear.
We'll be hearing more from Old Chrome Dome, as Riley used to call him, a little later on. So we continue with 1970 on WLS. WLS and Bob Sarat reliving 17 years of rock music today. Our anniversary here at the Big 89, and we still got about 2 more hours and 7 more years. And coming up in just about a half hour, a special surprise for you. A name and an old friend from the past right here.
WLS, giving away the cycle that won the West.
That sure is a strange-looking horse he's riding, ain't it?
That ain't no horse saddle breath. That's a Harley-Davidson motorcycle, a real thoroughbred.
You mean to tell me he gave up his horse for that?
Yep, better than a horse. And with the price of oats these days, it's cheaper to run and a lot faster.
Tell me then, partner, how much he pay for that there round-footed pony?
Why, nothing. He got it just by listening to WLS on the radio. They're giving away a whole corral full of Harley-Davidsons, 125s, 175s, 250, and they're all yours just for the saying.
Saying what?
Saying WLS Music Radio is your favorite radio station if they call you. And you can get them to call just by sending a postcard to Hi-Yo Harley, Post Office Box 11089, Chicago. Or stop by a participating Harley-Davidson dealer and fill out an official entry.
That's all there is to win it?
Yep, say WLS is your favorite radio station, and you could be saying,
Hi-Yo Harley, away!
Sing it and win, WLS.
At 10 tonight on Channel 32, WFLD TV, Mary Hartman gives you tips on a lot of things, like moving.
Actually, I have no tips. I have just realized I have never moved.
And she gives you a calm report on the death of a neighbor.
He drowned in a bowl of my chicken soup.
Mary Hartman is the kind of show that gives you a lot of things.
Gives me the shivers.
Mary Hartman. 10 tonight on Channel 32, WFLD TV.
You'll learn what you're made of while you're earning your share in the Army Reserve. You'll be proving that you care while you're serving your country and your future besides. As a part-time soldier with full-time pride.
Make your spare time pay off, like thousands of young men and women who have a part-time career in the Army Reserve. If you qualify, you'll be earning while you're learning a new skill or polishing an old one. After a short training period, you'll work with a local Army Reserve unit for just 16 hours a month and be paid about $50 a month. There's even more pay for your 2 weeks of annual training. The Army Reserve, a part-time career with full-time rewards. Call 800-431-1234. In New York, 800-243-6370.
And part of what you earn,
Tableware is something your family uses almost every day, so True Value Hardware Store suggests you get the set that'll last a long time. Their May bargain of the month is an individual place setting of Imperial International Tableware for just $2.99. This 5-piece place setting is made of extra heavyweight stainless steel that's durable and dishwasher safe. The hammered colonial pattern resists scratching, and this 5-piece place setting consists of 2 forks, 2 spoons, and a knife. When your family uses tableware almost every day, True Value Hardware Store suggests you get the set that'll last. Get the 5-piece individual place setting of stainless steel flatware by Imperial International in the contemporary hammered colonial pattern for just $2.99. It's the May bargain of the month while supplies last at True Value Hardware Stores.
True Value Hardware, it's more than just a name. It's our way of doing business that means True Value.
Oh, William, don't forget the wholesome bread and the bright red wrapper.
More hits, more often. WLS. More hits, more often. WLS.
The jingles and the music you're hearing now are from 1971. 3 Dog Night from LS.
Jeremiah WLS number 1 yesterday.
Hey, this is Chuck Kemp, WLS, Chicago, 1972. And it's a privilege and an honor to be a part of the 17th year anniversary of rock music on WLS in Chicago. Never have I had a better time on radio than I had during 1972 when I did the all-night show at LS. People were absolutely crazy. And of all the cities in the country, Chicago is still my favorite, probably because I'm from the Midwest. And WLS is the number 1 station in rock radio.
WLS, 17 years old today, and it's only the beginning. Chicago, 1971, with Bob Sarat and a very special guest coming up in just a few minutes. Starting soon, John Landecker and Steve King will play Chart the Stars. Pick up your official game card right now at any Chicagoland Burger King.
Now, this here's a story about my old friend Billy. He is so wrinkled up, they called him Wrinkly Willie. Lived right down the block. He's always in hock. He thought he was dressed up if he wore one sock. So I just had to have a few words with him. I said, Bill, I say this in earnest, more or less. You good old boy, but your jeans is a mess. You need them new Lee jeans they're all talking about. The kind with the Lee set. Get your wrinkles out.
I said Lee
Lee jeans.
My friend came up to me and he asked me for a piece of gum, and I gave him a piece of Trident. He goes, every day you got Trident, you know, what's with it?
Mark Fenning, a teenager from Berkeley Heights, New Jersey, gives his friends Trident sugarless gum. Why Trident?
Most of the flavor and the texture, just its long-lasting flavor. So, like, when you put a piece in your mouth, it stays with you.
You know, 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed recommend sugarless gum for their patients who chew gum.
I don't know, I just like it better, you know. When I buy gum, I'll buy the Trident.
If your acne makes you feel self-conscious, maybe knowing how other kids feel will help. Here's Keith Shatter of Encino, California.
You probably can't tell, but I'm in love. And I've always tried to keep my pimples to a minimum for her and myself. And I use the proper pH, and that's always cleared them up.
And Barb Scanlon from Baldwin, Missouri.
Acne pimples are a pain. I've used proper pH, and I'm happy with it because it'll work for me.
Remember what Barb said about proper pH lotion.
I use proper pH because it'll work for me.
WLS.
Have you ever heard a pinging sound when you've accelerated on expressways or carried a heavy load? That's called knocking, and it's caused by uneven combustion. When you hear a noise like this, it's a sign your car may need higher octane to run the way it should. Now Standard introduces new Amoco Premium Lead-Free, the higher octane lead-free gasoline with higher octane than typical unleaded gasolines. Higher octane than regular leaded gasolines, too. Try a tankful. It could make a difference. If you don't have the problem of engine knock, use lead-free Amoco, the Midwest's best-selling lead-free. Since the lead-free age began, Standard has been the lead-free leader. And now Standard offers you 2 lead-free gasolines. New Amoco Premium Lead-Free in the Gold Pump and famous lead-free Amoco in the Blue Pump. You'll find this choice of lead-free gasolines at your independent Standard Oil dealer because you expect more from a leader.
All hit music all summer long. WLS.
It's too late.
The Rock of Chicago. WLS.
1972. That's when it was the Rock of Chicago. And America was singing about the horse on WLS. WLS at 4:31. Bob Sarat preempting the VS horoscope today on this very historic anniversary date of the new WLS in Chicago. 17 years of contemporary music. And we have a very special surprise guest for you. Here's a little clue as to his identity.
10 o'clock. It's a good time for the good sound of summer on the Art Roberts Show.
There's the one with the boing boing. Well, we have our guest teen disc jockey to introduce to you right now, and as usual, we'll do it by reading a little bit of the letter that we got in. It was letter number 4.
And today you're the guest teen disc jockey, and you didn't even write a letter.
Bob, I want to thank you for this opportunity of being your guest teen disc jockey, and I also want to thank my aunt and uncle, Mr. and Mrs. Anneker in Janesville, Wisconsin, and my mother and father who gave me car fare to come down here, and also my teacher, Sister Mary Rose.
And I noticed you brought your Clearasil and tackle with you.
Yes. And I also brought along my own theme song because I know I'm going to become a very big disc jockey when I grow up, and therefore all big disc jockeys should have their own theme song.
All right.
Hey, listen. Yeah, it's the Art Roberts Show. Come on. He's going to be playing those hits of long ago. Come on, baby. You'll be playing that song.
Remember Billy and Lily. I spent the mighty craze. Bobby Rydell, baby, little Miss Sandy. Oh, yeah. Chuck Berry and U.S. Bonds. Don't forget the Big Bopper. Yeah, and Frankie Avalon. I said the hits of yesteryear I heard right here. I'm talking about a hey baby, they're playing our song on the Art Roberts Show. Yeah, hey baby, they're playing our song on the Art Roberts Show. Don't be nervous, don't be rocky. You're a teenage guest disc jockey now.
You're doing all right so far, kid. See how you do here with 1972. And Roberta Flack. First time on LS.
Your
Roberta Flack, first time ever I saw your face when you took off your motorcycle helmet, right?
Good.
Oh, by the way, WLS Music Radio is inviting you to stop by HEL Incorporated, Harley-Davidson, with locations in Chicago and Crete, and fill out an official entry blank and win a new Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Deal.
Your ratings are coming in so far. So far, so good. You know that I never made it to be guest teen disc jockey. I was one of the rejects.
Oh.
Look what happened.
It was the best thing that ever happened in your life, I'll tell you that.
The Chicago Tribune's Thursday Food Guide was created for Shirley Hoffman.
Well, I want my family to eat nutritiously, but I've got a budget, too, so I turned to the Food Guide for their features on nutrition and their articles on saving money by shopping wisely.
The Thursday Food Guide was created for Scott Jensen.
I am now preparing Gloria a dynamite dinner, which I got from a Tribune recipe. I mean, the Food Guide not only has more recipes, but, well, they're recipes you can rely on. I just know this is going to be a hit with Gloria.
The Thursday Food Guide was created for Karen White.
I admit it, I'm a tightwad. I figure all those coupons I clipped from the food guide, they save me more money a year than my Tribune subscription costs me.
The Thursday Food Guide. More features, more recipes, more coupons. It's just another way the Chicago Tribune gives you a helping hand. So when you want a bigger helping, turn to the Tribune.
You'll be living in better-fitting jeans. Wrangler, no fault, old cotton jeans.
Hey, no more shrinking up and wrinkling, no more buckling and crinkling.
'Cause you're living in better-fitting jeans.
You're living in better fitting jeans, yeah. That's what Wrangler, no fault really means, hey.
Oh, and that cotton is behaving. He's so perfect, it's amazing.
You'll love living in better fitting jeans.
You'll be happy in better fitting jeans. Honey, Wrangler, no fault, no problem jeans.
No more shrinking up and wrinkling, no more puckering and crinkling.
Cause you're living in better fitting jeans. Wrangler no-fault jackets and jeans.
Wrangler No Fault, 100% cotton jackets and jeans with Sanfrecet, because Wrangler thinks Americans should get the fit they pay for.
Get your Wranglers in all Goldblatt stores.
WLS, you're the Pepsi generation. Come and have a Pepsi day. Come on, come on, come on and taste the Pepsi way. Come on, come on, come on and have a Pepsi day. Wrap a thirsty smile around it, raise a Pepsi up and down it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, have a Pepsi day.
Here is some exciting news from Pepsi. How would you like to win a Power Ski? Yes, a Power Ski, the most unique development in recreational vehicles since the snowmobile. That's just one of the many sensational prizes being given away in Pepsi's 1977 Coho promotion. Through May 28th, prizes will be given away for the 6 largest fish caught in each of 4 categories, so why not go fishing and try your luck? No entry fee required. Details and cartons of Pepsi at participating dealers. When it's time to buy new hand tools, get the ones that'll last. See the complete selection of quality-built Stanley hand tools at participating True Value hardware stores. Art Roberts is conferring with Hootie Sapperticker on how to finish the show. More from him momentarily.
The Rock of Chicago, WLS.
Hi, this is Chuck Buell calling from Houston, Texas. I just wanted to shoot you a call and wish you a happy anniversary. Remembering back in those night times we spent together and wondering whatever happened to all our teams of the weeks we used to celebrate with.
Chicago, WLS.
Oh, this is Art Roberts, your guest teen disc jockey. It'll be partly sunny this afternoon, partly cloudy, cooler tonight, with partly sunny skies tomorrow and a chance of a shower late. Low tonight 47, high tomorrow will be 65. WLS temperature officially 61 degrees. One of my favorite songs. I think the stories.
WLS. We're up to 1973 on our anniversary celebration from LS, where all week long Larry Lujack gives away the perfect Mother's Day gift, $100 worth of fine jewelry from Rogers Jewelers. Be listening for your chance to win in the morning on WLS, and we're going to have Art Roberts try his hand at a few commercial messages. What do you think? What do you think, kid?
Well, I'll give it a try.
All right. I think these might sound best if you're listening on a transistor radio. Hang on here.
I'm a swan, but in the great pond of fashion, man, I used to be an ugly duckling.
If your duds are duds, your threads are dead, and your wardrobe's disarranged.
Until I discovered the beautiful things at the Just Pants store. And man, just wait till it happens to you.
If you feel an urge to come out in the world, come into Just Pants for a change.
Summertime's the time to get over to Just Pants for fun in the sun duds. They've got just the jeans that you've been looking for and to kick around in. T-shirts and tops and picnics and parties, they just go together. Just the right styles and lots more variety. Just Pants has just what you want to get into to get out in the sun this summer. So come on into Just Pants for a change.
If you like looking beautiful, migrate to the place where beautiful things await you.
Come on in, come on in, come on in to Just Pants for a change.
There are 44 Just Pants stores in Chicagoland, including Maryville and Peru. One is conveniently located near you. Remember, come to Just Pants for a change.
Rats! Another zit! I'm a walking pimple!
BioClear medicated cream can help. It's got organic sulfide to help clear blemishes quickly.
Oil, oil, and more oil. I'm one big slick.
BioClear Pore Lotion gets the oil, the dirt, the grime, cleanses it right off.
Where's my face? All I can see are blackheads.
BioClear washing grains do a job on blackheads. Scrub them out, and your pores come clean, like that. And now there's BioClear 100% oil-free medicated makeup that treats your skin as it covers beautifully. Got a problem? There's a whole BioClear medicated collection for skin in distress. Now repeat after me. BioClear medicated problem solvers.
BioClear medicated problem solvers.
Right from Helena Rubinstein, the science of beauty.
It's now available at your Helena Rubinstein counter at Osco.
WLS.
Where have I been? McDonald's. What did I have? Breakfast. What did I get? Scrambled eggs. No. What did I get? Muffin. No. Hotcakes and sausage. Change.
Yep.
Oh, that's cheating.
Nope. Fair and square.
You you're the one.
Change? I got change.
Wake up to our low prices.
You've got to get up pretty early in the morning to beat McDonald's prices. Our own Egg McMuffin or hotcakes and sausage for under $1 at participating McDonald's.
I did the same thing you did. What'd you get? Change. Oh.
At McDonald's,
don't forget your change.
We do it all for you. Music Radio WLS.
This is Bud Miller, WLS News. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for central Illinois. That warning is for Coles, Moultrie, Douglas, and Champaign counties, not Cook County or Chicago. The first phase of the long-awaited Chicago 21 plan got a step closer this morning as Acting Mayor Michael Bolandic announced groundbreaking for part of the project, which will take place this summer. Some 3,000 housing units south of the Loop will be built at a cost of $50 million.
$50 million injected into the economy at a time such as this certainly is significant from the standpoint of jobs, the economy of the city of Chicago, and also an expression of faith and confidence by the business community.
The housing units will occupy property now taken up by abandoned railroad facilities. It's hoped the projects will attract middle-income families of all races and nationalities. The second federal savings and loan in Morton Grove was robbed by 4 gunmen this morning. George Mandich of the FBI says
approximately $17,000 was taken, which is yet to be recovered. 3 of the subjects have been arrested by the FBI and local police.
The men entered the savings and loan branch at about 9 o'clock this morning, pushed a teller around, took the money, then fled in a van. The men apparently later split up because 3 are in custody, but none of the money has been recovered. Governor Jim Thompson has formed a special council whose purpose it will be to try and stem the tide of businesses and some of the workforce leaving Illinois. Thompson wants recommendations from this volunteer group on how to keep businesses in the state. State Controller Michael Bacalus today called for support of his state government productivity bill aimed at setting up a council to examine the state's operating procedures and recommend methods to improve productivity. What would the council do?
We'll try to apply to state government all of the very commonplace kind of sound business management techniques which are common in the private sector but haven't gotten to the public sector in any great degree.
State government, says Bacalus, is a $10 billion a year business, but it has not the professional and administration that is more common in the private sector. Prices are higher at the close today on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials are up 4.32 with 17,970,000 shares traded. Traffic picture at this time: the outbound Kennedy slow from Ashland to Central, inbound from Cumberland to Central slow again at Belmont. On the Eisenhower, a crawl from Austin to Manheim. The Stevenson creeps Kedzie to Laramie, and Ryan is clogged from 47th to 79th in both the express and the local lanes. WLS weather: partly cloudy and cooler tonight, partly sunny tomorrow with a chance of showers late in the day. Tonight's low 47, the high tomorrow 65. The WLS temperature officially now 61 degrees. That's the Chicago Report. This is Bud Miller. Bill Frink Sports in a moment. First, ABC's Keith Berman with this story on welfare reform.
President Carter said today the U.S. welfare system is in worse shape than he thought. The president said it should be scrapped. He promised reform recommendations in early August based on jobs for everybody able to work. The Pentagon is playing down a report in Aviation Week magazine that renews rumblings the Soviets are working on a new laser beam that can knock out nuclear missiles and satellites. In Kansas City, Missouri, the FDA is holding 2 days of hearings on the controversial cancer drug Laetrile. The government calls Laetrile worthless and has banned its use in the U.S. Russian Captain Alexander Gupilov has pleaded guilty in a Boston court to violating the 200-mile fishing limit. The Soviets have agreed to pay a total of $250,000 in fines. The ship, the Taras Shevchenko, was seized April 11th. Sid Collins, the voice of the Indianapolis 500, has been found dead. Police say Collins, who was 54, committed suicide. And if you run into Bing Crosby today, wish him a happy birthday, number 73. Keith Berman, ABC Contemporary News.
WLS Sports now, and let's get over to WLS Television for Bill Frink's report. Where were you May 2nd, 1960, Bill?
Well, I don't know. See, I wasn't born at that time, Bob, and I didn't realize that you were that old. You're older than Fahey.
Your initial should be BS, too, not mine. What's going on?
Anyway, congratulations on your anniversary.
Thank you.
Bob, the National Football League much delayed draft will be staged tomorrow, but the Bears have been busy all day today, wheeling and dealing draft choices, completing the deal for Garry Huff, and the Bears wind up with running back Tommy Raymond from the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bears also wind up from Tampa Bay with a high draft